Robbing banks or banks all up.
Oh,
Robbing stores and how when we were little, we planned it out and.
There would always be like, well, cause like okay, here's like a kind of sad part about like my childhood is I always wanted to run away.
Yeah, same. I did actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was too scared.
I did.
I don't like being outside.
I was in high school, but just kidding.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was actually.
See, I wanted to run away when I was like 10.
Hmm.
For no good reason either. Just want to be a bum somewhere.
Nice.
But anyways, I would always like plan out like how I would do it.
How you would run away?
Yeah, and like how they wouldn't be able to find me for days, ages, years. Like if I could get away for like a week, they wouldn't ever find me.
Really?
Yeah.
How? What was your plan?
So my plan was, I pack a bag.
Okay.
And I stuff myself in the trunk of an onlooker.
Okay.
I was a kid though, so
Yeah.
it's not a very well thought out plan.
Yeah. Of an onlooker, as in just a random person.
So a random person at the store. So, as they're packing their stuff, I hop in the trunk. And then they find me.
And then they find me.
They find me. No, I don't remember. I just remember I would plan it out a lot. Something I do remember though are my escape plans from like prison.
Oh.
Like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
something fun to think about. It's like, yeah, if I were in prison, what I would do was, I'd probably climb through the wall and like make a hole to the outside. And once I get outside, you dig a hole. I don't know. So, I've always been intrigued with like escape artist stuff. So whenever they made that show,
Prisoner?
no,
Oh.
that's a good movie.
Mm-mm.
It's a show. I'm thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's his name?
I don't know if it's called Prisoner. It's where that guy's brother gets put in prison, false accused for murdering someone. So his younger brother, gets a tattoo of the prison.
Yeah, that's the
Blueprints.
one. It's called it's not Prisoner. It's
not.
Fucking help us out here, guys. It's called it's Prison Break.
It is Prison Break.
Prison Break. That show
That
is
show's
awesome.
really good.
I really like that show. Did you see
It's so
they're
frustrating.
they're rebooting it?
Really?
Or
Did they take it off?
I don't remember. What do you mean take it off?
Why would they reboot it if they
Well, not reboot, like
remaking it?
restart it, like. So you know how it ended, right?
No, I never finished it.
Bro, so
Did I spit or was that? Oh, it's water.
so the way it ends like there shouldn't be any more. But the way they're trying to remake it is like a way out for them to remake it, to like make more of it.
So did they get out? Or should you even say it?
What season are you on?
It's been a while since I watched it. I think it was like near the part where they're in the nurse's office.
Bro, you're
And
still
those
on season 1.
No, I think I'm on season 2. Then, because I'm pretty sure I passed season 1.
Bro, it's really good. You need to finish watching it. Is it still on Netflix?
No, I am on season 2 because they got in the shed.
Yeah.
And that's season 2, and then they're digging a hole and they almost get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm far in season 2. It really
It gets
stressful as fuck.
It gets crazy. Sometimes
I'll have to.
even to the point where like this shit wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah. I think that's why I stopped watching it. It's because they're like, okay, that's a little
bro.
far-fetched.
I want to tell you, but I'm gonna ruin it.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not gonna tell you.
don't tell me. I'll start it up.
Okay. Anyways, so there was always that. Then there was always the robbing.
Yeah, why? What is it?
I don't know.
Are we psychopaths? Hidden psychos?
I think
Because I always go into it. So, let me tell you, and this was, I haven't thought of it in a long time because I have no need to rob a gas station or anything.
I do.
But back when I was younger, I was thinking, okay, You wear long sleeve gloves, hoodie, mask, blonde wig, like an actual real looking wig, so you look like you have blonde hair, right?
Yeah.
And then the skin you do have, make it darker or lighter than what your actual skin is.
Right.
Or the skin that you can see.
Yeah.
So then you rob the gas station, and here we have ditch banks everywhere. So you rob the gas station, run towards a ditch on the other side to where you can't get from the road. Strip your stuff, throw it in the ditch with the water. Water will take it. Now you are, say, I colored myself extremely white to where it looks like I'm a redheaded, speckled kid.
Yeah.
Strip all my stuff, wash from the ditch water, wash all the white off. Now I'm a semi-white, brown-haired kid that's just walking on the ditch. And
With
you
a
ditch all
bag
the
full.
money in a certain spot so you can go back and go get it later when the cops question you when you're walking down the ditch.
Good.
You know what I mean?
So then, okay. Good, but you can always build upon it.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Right?
definitely. That was
So,
just
you
like
start off
if
with,
it
like,
were to
yeah.
just happen. If I absolutely needed it, don't rob a gas station, please. We're not giving you ideas. This is just thoughts we had when we were 10.
Yeah. I thought of arson when I was 10. Never did it.
Yeah,
I was close to, but never really went through with it.
it's scary. You can spend a lot of time
No, dude.
for arson, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause I love fire, and to watch a house burn would be the craziest
Oh my
thing
gosh,
ever.
you guys should have seen the sparkle in his eye when he said that. Fucking sicko.
But you can spend a lot of time, and I'm not about to spend time in prison. No, thank
Too
you.
pretty for that.
Yeah, I'd have to stab a lot of motherfuckers.
With your penis.
Thank you for that. So what was your ideas?
For
Robbing.
rubbing. So every time my parents went to the bank, like Wells Fargo or Bank of Albuquerque, as soon as I walk in, before we even walked in, I was scoping like how many cops there were, how many fucking cameras there were, the tellers.
That's I think that's called a sociopath, right?
No.
No?
Sociopaths don't care about like what they do to
Okay.
humanity. It's
Oh,
different.
okay.
It's yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
What
You're
we
right.
have is something else.
Yeah.
it's something else. Anyways,
We don't think about it now.
not to the extent that we're gonna do it. It's just fun to think about. I'm a creative mind of like I'm making movies,
Yeah.
so I need to think about this stuff
And I just have a creative mind.
because he's gonna help me.
Yeah.
Anyways, so as I was looking around, I'd be like, all right, how many bodies? How many cameras? So what you need to do is wear an electromagnetic vest to throw the cameras off as you walk. That way they can't see your face, right? But you can't
Yeah.
go in like that.
Yeah.
You gotta be wearing like a suit or something. So you walk in, throw the cameras off. Someone's gonna notice, but before they notice, you gotta get the teller to give you the money on the slow days. So like usually there'll only be 3 tellers. So like let's say Wells Fargo, there's only 3.
Yeah.
And then they have a little office in the back, like right next to the doors. So there can't be anyone in that office beforehand. So you got to get their schedule. Who's in that office? Make sure no one calls the police.
You
while
gotta
you're.
get close.
You gotta get
to all
You gotta become a member.
You have
gotta
to be
get
there
in.
every single day.
Not too long because then they start like, oh, this guy was here all the time. He knew the ins and outs. It was this guy.
That's very true.
See, you have to be there enough to where like you're a valued customer, but not so much that they start catching on to you.
So you get a job across the street.
There you go.
So you can watch and see their work schedule.
Yeah, you could get a job vacuuming the fucking carpets. They wouldn't think it's you. You show up to work the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the only one with access with keys. They didn't use keys. No, this
then
plan,
they'd
this
be
plan
like,
went wrong. This
okay.
plan went wrong.
Yeah.
Let's start
You know,
over.
use keys? Get in the car, you fuck.
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people
watch like one of our 30 some subscribers get popped.
like, and then we get put in prison because we're talking about it.
This is creative analysis of.
Maybe we should stop talking about it. Let's get into what we really want to talk about.
Okay, bro. So as soon as you said lead in the water, I thought, fucking, too much lead. This is someone's up to something. So you know what lead does to humans?
No. What does it do?
So what lead does is first of all, it poisons you, so of course you could die from radiation. Yeah. But the second thing that it does is it makes people hostile. That's why they stopped putting lead in buildings, because it was like making the town residents hostile. Guess what some major cities are still made out of? Lead. They had lead-based paint.
Yeah.
So that paint was fumes that would fucking make everyone fucking angry and pissed.
Carriages for babies.
Dude.
Lead-based paint.
Exactly.
Lead and pencils.
Right?
Lead was everywhere.
Lead was everywhere, and then they figured out what it did, and then they took it up because it's a bad thing. But the conspiracy here lies in the fact that because people know what it does, now they're doing it for their own gain. Who would do that? The government. You fucking hit the head on the fucking nail in the head.
Because the government does shit like that all the time.
And then why?
Conspiracy.
Why would they do that? Because they want a war of some sort.
Well, they love it. They love anger. They love America. Fuck everyone else. Let's bomb them all.
But like it's with
sorry, that was a little much, but
it's within our own, like, it's within. It's not even like outside sources. Our own government could be poisoning us. Like there's shit in our water that fucking makes us crazy.
Same thing with water. Fluoride.
The shit that makes your teeth white.
Super bad for you. Extremely bad for you. And it's added to your water, your tap water, in a dangerous amount. That probably won't say it.
It says purified by reverse osmosis.
Yeah, that stuff's crazy. There's an ingredient on waters that is like should not be in water. It's extremely poisonous to you. Maybe not in ours, but no, fluoride. It's a poison. An excessive amount of it, and even like the fluoride that you put on your toothbrush. I don't use it anymore, but it's in toothpaste. They say do not swallow it. Why? I'm putting it in my mouth. I should be able to swallow it.
Yeah.
Because it is extremely poisonous. But yeah, they're adding it to our water.
Yeah.
Why?
Little kids will eventually brush their teeth with some sort of product that has fluoride in it.
And they'll swallow it.
But you're not supposed to.
Why? Let me tell you why. Because it's population control.
Bro, do you think the fucking big wigs and fucking controlling our country are drinking the same water we are?
No. I don't. And
I want to get on their water.
Yeah, fluoride. This is just, I don't know if it's a proven fact. I'm not going to say cancer. Let's not say cancer. We'll just call it sickness. Fluoride will make you sick. And there's a comedian that talks truth, and he makes it funny. I'm pretty sure he died. But
someone fucking killed him.
I can't remember his name.
Fuckers.
But
if we go missing off of illogical thoughts, it's because we caught on to the government on Sunday Fundays.
Yeah. So he was saying there's no money in healthy people. There's no money in dead people. There's only money in kind of dead people.
That's fucking funny, and it's true, man.
It's true as fuck.
Do
you think we have a cure for cancer?
No.
Yes, we do.
I mean, no. Well, yes, we do. That's what I meant to say. I meant like, no, we don't. That's what I meant to say. No, we don't.
Yeah, but we do. But it's a multi-billion-dollar company. curing cancer.
Fucking ridiculous.
Or
every
helping
every
with cancer.
person is worth a sort of amount. Everything in our fucking water and our food, all the genetically modified organisms, like what the fuck is that? What are they modifying that needs to be modified?
Like the cutie, the oranges.
Yeah.
Those aren't real.
Yeah.
Where would you find an orange tree
That
that has
produces
cuties?
tiny little
Yeah, no,
oranges.
they're factory made.
Or bananas. Bananas aren't supposed to be the way bananas are.
Really?
Bananas are supposed to be tiny little things. They're called
The
plantains.
panini? Plantains. That's
Yeah.
what they're called. I always call them paninis, but that's a totally different.
That's a bread.
You
use those to make a sandwich.
Conspiracies.
I have a panini grill.
Fucking. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Fucking strawberries? Those aren't real. The
Well-
fuck are strawberries? They're fucking backwards. They're inside out. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
Strawberries
we're
might
getting
be.
we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. No, I think it's all about money on making you sick, and if you get sick and you die, that's just one less person.
Yeah.
Populate. It's that I can't remember where I read it or heard it, but we're at how many people on Earth? Was it 40 billion?
Trillion.
Is it trillion?
Where?
I'm gonna look
I know
that up
in
to
America.
be,
Okay.
to be a little bit factual.
We're gonna put a pause.
Yeah, 7.3 billion people. So there's 7.
That's it?
Yeah. They say if you get every person in the world, they wouldn't even fill up Texas.
There's only 7 billion people?
Yeah.
That's a conspiracy theory. There's way fucking more than that.
There's
I
not.
swear there's a billion people in China.
They say if you get every single person in the world and side by side, you wouldn't even fill up Texas.
That's kind of cool.
It's nuts. But
And they say that there's no resources.
yeah. But we only fill up this much of Texas. So anyways,
Highly suspicious.
7 billion people is extremely hard to control. If you wipe out, let's just say 2 billion of them, it's going to be a lot easier to control 5 billion than it is 7 billion.
Yeah.
So population control with all the fluoride in your water, with all the hormones in your meat, and all this shit that's killing you and giving you cancer, they're going to make a lot of money off of it during, and then you're going to die. But that's okay because it's easier to control the population when it's a smaller amount.
Not to mention killing them, nipping it in the bud before they're even fucking born.
Yeah.
They make money off that.
Oh my god. What is it, like $300?
It was
I think.
$700 to buy the parts of an unborn child. That is fucking ridiculous. So check this out. Your worth from the moment that you're conceived up to the point you get cancer, you're worth either $700 or some odd $1 million for your chemo treatment.
Yeah.
Is that fucking insane? Who's making all that money? The government, to keep you safe. What? Shut the fuck up. Let me keep my guns, I'll keep myself safe.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're not going to let you keep your guns. You know why? Because you can fight against them if you have guns.
Exactly, because that's how they learned to fight off the British. And they're like, yeah, we could do that, not you guys.
Yeah. But it literally says in our Constitution that we have the right to bear arms
Yeah.
against a tyrannic government. Which I don't know why people can't wrap their minds around that. Like,
I don't know, man.
once our government goes bad, we need our guns.
Times are sour.
Times are sour, and it's exactly what the government and maybe the people that are higher than the government want.
Oh, that's another, like,
The
conspiracy.
Illuminati?
Dude, Illuminati, the Freemasons, the fucking George Soros.
Oh, he's scary,
Bro.
dude. He's scarier than fuck.
He's got kids all over the fucking place. So even if he dies, his whole fucking legacy carries down.
That goes with the
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go online, start researching shit on George Soros conspiracy theories, and it'll be fun. It'll be scary.
He has a seat on the board of, what is it,
The United Nations?
No, it's here in America. It's the military. I believe it's a military.
Oh.
He has a say in them because he bought it. He bought the.
This thing is all just one
him.
big fucking Monopoly game for everyone.
Yeah,
we're the fucking we're not even the dog that has to go around the board. We're the fucking board.
Yeah, we're a game.
We're the shit that gets tossed whenever everyone gets tired of playing.
Yeah, it's scary, dude, and it's crazy to talk about this stuff with people that trust the government so much because we're crazy. We're conspiracy theorists and we believe everything we hear.
Why would the government do that to you?
Yeah. Why would Hitler do that to people?
Get the fuck out of the Matrix, motherfucker. There's shit going on.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Wake up.
One day.
The guns. We're just going to go in all separate kinds of ways, but that's okay because I love this. Guns. Gun control. I don't care if you're for it or against it. I'm not here to tell you we need guns. I'm not here to tell you we don't need guns. There's a certain time to use guns and there's a certain time to not use guns.
Oh, it's pretty simple.
Once a government tries to take your guns away from you,
there's something wrong.
There's something wrong.
Why? Why do they want to take them?
Why did Hitler do it?
Exactly. Because he wanted to control the population.
Yes. And that's why they couldn't fight against him. Because he took their guns away from them.
Slowly, too.
Yeah. It wasn't... Yeah. And people are already doing it. Australia did it. China did it.
Bro, don't even bring up China. Fuck. China scares me. They eat dogs, bro.
Do you know
dogs are man's best friends.
China's army is bigger than our population in America.
That's fucked.
That's huge. We would still destroy them because their guns are trash. China's guns are trash. But still, we'd have to fight off a shit ton of
Fuckload.
them. Yeah.
Plus, with our country going to shit.
Yeah.
Imagine? Dude, that'd be a crazy
I don't
movie.
know, though. Our country's...
being great again.
We just lost 3 subscribers for that one.
Right? I'm imagining a movie like Red Dawn, kind of like, but like the people turn against like the good parts of the government, and then we have to hire mercenaries.
Isn't that V for
Red
Vendetta? Turning
Oh.
against the government. I've never seen that whole movie. I've only seen a little bit, which
I need
disgusts
to watch it.
me that I haven't seen it. But he turns against the government and like destroys everything that's bad.
Yeah.
I think I need to watch it. But yeah, I can go on and on and on about conspiracy theories, dude.
Well, okay, so here's where the water thing was leading, because water is so precious. Water is a precious resource. Every single person on this planet drinks this.
You have to.
You have to. So what is the best way to get to people? By attacking the water. Now check this out. This is where it gets really fucked.
Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan, that had a whole fucking source of lead in it. Right? Still does. Dude, that's not where I'm headed. This is where I'm headed. I'll post the link in the description when I find out who's saying this. Because it's not my ideas. It comes from this guy. I forgot what his fucking show is called, but I watched this about 2-3 years ago. He's always screaming. He's really funny. He's on Joe Rogan.
It's
the InfoWars guy.
Yes, I know exactly. Go ahead. I'm gonna look him up while you talk.
Okay. So the InfoWars guy, he's talking about water. He's talking about how they found a new source of a pond where these frogs that were inhabiting
Alex
it. Alex Jones. He's talking about how the frogs that were in that pond, in that water, It was from a runoff from a factory or something, and they turned the frogs gay. There's a meme about it. I'm sure you've seen it, but he's fucking screaming. He's like, "The water's turning the frogs gay." That's fucking hilarious, but at the same time, it gets you thinking. It's like, well, if it's doing that to the frogs, what's it doing to our population, like humans? And we like to think that the water's filtered, water's safe, water's clean. I can't taste that shit in my water. Well, guess what? The chemicals that come off from the runoff, water's filtered. We only have a select amount of water, so it's filtered for the most part. We're taking it out from the floor, like the groundwater, right?
Yeah.
So whatever we can't get from the groundwater, it's being filtered, recycled. So all the hormones that we have as humans is being filtered through this water. And after so many years, it's been 100 years since we started using contraceptives, female contraceptives, where it affects their hormones. So ever since then, we've just been on this constant recycling of these hormones to the point where these past couple years, you've been seeing this weird trend in higher rates of transgenderism, more gay and lesbians, more anxiety and depression, more ADHD, a slew of things that they say is all mental. They say it's all mental and we're being born with these mental defects and everything like that. But what they fail to see is that these hormone fucking in the water, the same effects that people have whenever they're first taking these fucking contraceptives are the same. Like, there's similar effects to what people get: anxiety, depression, mood swings, fucking physical disorders. It gets fucking crazy, right? So for 100 years you've been getting all this shit in your water, and then now frogs are turning gay.
So you're saying Alex Jones is correct?
I agree. I agree to an extent, because like, I don't know the science behind it, and I will give him that. I don't know the science behind that, so I don't know how much this water is being filtered. But for how many millions of years have we had animals, and only now we're seeing some of them evolve to turn gay? How is that an evolutionary standpoint if you can't reproduce? That is biologically unnecessary for an animal to become gay.
Yeah.
Because then they can't reproduce, therefore its lineage dies.
Yeah.
Something's going wrong, and it's the water, damn it!
Yeah. I love how passionate you are about this.
About water?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, because it's everywhere, man. It's fucking us up.
Take a breath.
Okay.
You okay?
Just had to ask.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I like it.
I might lose everyone. I feel like I lost everyone here.
Hey, it's Sunday Funday. This is what we talk about. This is the things that
conspiracy theories.
Some people
really
just
make us
might want to fucking listen to it. We don't know. We don't.
They're just like,
we're not scientists. We're not.
Guys are fucking crazy, bro.
This is the new Alex Jones, bro.
Bro, it's Alex Jones of the free world, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fucking blow your mind.
I'm trying to.
You want to work more on this? Check this out.
Yes.
To tie this all together, because this
it.
is why I brought it up. What happens if now that most of our population becomes gay or lesbian?
We die off.
Or transgender. We die off. Why would that benefit the government?
Because it's less population.
Population control.
Yeah.
Tying it all back together.
Let me tell you this. I don't have any...
What if our government was aliens?
See, that's another conspiracy.
What if they're all fucking lizard people and they did this shit on purpose?
That's an actual conspiracy. That there's
I'm gonna throw
lesbians.
up.
Lesbians. Aliens, sir. I don't know what the fuck's on my mind.
No, there's actually lesbians running.
No, they're actual aliens.
Yeah.
Or lizard people. That, like, there's this whole book that this dude wrote that he had clearance in the government that, like, It's extremely hard to get.
Was it clearance level Q?
I don't remember what it is. I only read a few passages from it where he was on a certain level and he's talked to multiple aliens on a certain level of underground. You can't speak to these certain aliens. And he went into detail about what they ate. He went into detail about what they smelt like. Everything. Like, it was hard to not believe what he was talking about, because it wasn't like I saw a gray alien and I couldn't talk to him. It was like extremely, extremely detailed to where you're like, what the fuck were you seeing? What did you see? How many levels? Because he was like, I only had clearance for the 7th level, but there was more levels underneath the 7th level, and it just went on and on and on. He said tunnels all across the world in these levels, and it's just like, he went so far into detail, saying that the kids and the people that go missing aren't only getting kidnapped by random people. They're getting kidnapped by higher ups so they can feed these lizard people / aliens just to keep them okay with us.
Oh, dude. Well, have you heard the statistics? I don't remember them, but I know it's a fucking weird ass number. So, like, for every person that goes missing, for every 100 people that go missing, they only find like a few. The bodies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. The fucking bodies. Like,
well, have you heard of? I think it's Daddle, New Mexico.
Where?
Daddle, New Mexico.
I don't like how this door is fucking open, dude. Because like I feel like the fucking the FBI is gonna bust in.
Well, then we'll have it on camera.
We can't do anything with this. True. They're gonna take this shit and fucking keep it in their records. They can hear us through our phones.
Yeah, but they can.
The NSA is fucking us too.
I'm so happy we're doing this right now.
Why do you think you don't get service in some places? Because they don't need to hear your conversations when you're out in the fucking middle of nowhere.
So, fuck, where's it at?
Because that's where they can just shoot you.
I drove through this town on the way. Dulce, New Mexico.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that place.
Extremely weird. Just driving through it is extremely weird. They say that place is a breeding ground for aliens or lizard people, but they're not on top, they're underneath. There's multiple, you can go online and read multiple instances where people will open their door for kids and they ask to use their phone, but they are black. Their eyes are black. They're black. Black. No, their eyes. Their whole eye is black. And they say, do not let those kids in your house. They see them at the supermarket just staring, and they give out this weird vibe. And there's true like stories of people seeing these black-eyed kids.
In Dulce, New Mexico. About 2 hours away from us. And I asked someone, I can't say who it is, but I asked someone that worked, and they had very high level clearance in a security job. And they said that there's tunnels underneath us from one Air Force base, one Army base to another, all over, like, bro, a super highway.
I bet you there's a fucking pentagram of a tunnel underneath America. That's how fucked this shit is.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking hate it. I hate how, like, little control we have over it.
What were we saying before the aliens and lizard
Water.
people? Fuck, but I had something.
The water, population control, government.
What were we saying? I had something, dude, and it was good, and then I went off on Dulce, New Mexico. I can't remember.
The black-eyed peas.
No, it was before that. Anyways,
I wouldn't. If I saw a little kid with black eyes,
I'm straight sparring kicking that motherfucker. I don't care. Hell no.
Bro, imagine you just hear a knock right now. I would take my camera and watch you.
I have guns. We're good.
Bro, how do you know they're not immune to guns?
I know, but I'm gonna see.
Maybe they're not immune to guns because they want to take our guns away. That's the only thing they're not immune to.
You're stupid. It was before the book that I was talking about the aliens. Son of a gun, man. I can't remember. But anyways, there's so many things. The families that own the central banks in America or in the world. So let me tell you about this.
Okay.
Let me tell you about this. So, war, right? There's
war.
Oh my god. There's reasons for wars,
right?
They talk about them in the Bible. There's reasons for them.
Yeah, we need them.
Yes, in Iraq.
Oh, that's another one.
Hold on.
I don't like this one.
let me tell you this. So, I don't know if it's a president or whatever they call him, the main person that runs, I believe it's Iraq. They assassinated him years ago because he chose not to use the American dollar. And it's not a fact. They don't say that's why they killed him. But he decided not to use the American dollar. He didn't want that at all.
Yeah.
So then, a little while longer, he died.
Yeah.
He was killed. I think they hung him in front of everyone. A few days later, they got a new person in, and they started using the American dollar.
Huh.
And I'm not saying that's why we went to war, because there's so many other reasons why we're there. But that's why that person was assassinated, because he decided not to use the American dollar. And there's multiple people in this world, multiple countries in this world that are deciding not to use it. And if they decide not to use it, just wait.
Okay.
If I can't remember who it was or who it is that's deciding not to, but if they decide not to use the American dollar, because the American dollar is almost the whole country or the whole world, other than a few places, those few places are trying. The world is trying to get them to use the American dollar. So if they decide not to, something's gonna happen in
It's
this
one
world.
world order.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to think that the rapping game was like a whole tied up thing with Illuminati.
It is the industry,
I know, I'm not supposed to believe in it.
but you have to.
I don't want to.
Jay-Z wears a shirt that says "Do what they shall." That's a satanic Illuminati saying. Eminem is well. Get this. So okay, let's talk about.
I didn't want to.
Let's talk about the music industry, because I've been studying that for years.
Bro, in high school, that's all I was. And then, you know what helped me? I can't do a damn thing about it. So I just
You really
stopped.
can't. And what helped me was my mom saying, "You should be studying about Christ and being scared about God, and not being scared about Satan and his works."
Yeah, because all
Yeah,
this
you're
is just bullshit.
Yeah, but it's scary, and you gotta wake up to it, because if you're putting yourself in that position and listen to satanic music, you're gonna steer away from the true.
Did you just hear that car pull up?
Uh,
They're here for us, guys. So it was fun. It was a great time.
We're gonna
If this
call.
ever makes it out to the real world, we appreciate you guys for coming along for the ride.
So that's why all these artists have multiple names. You said Eminem. Eminem has Eminem, Some Shady, Marshall Mathers. Marshall Mathers is his real name.
Yeah.
Some Shady has his all dirty songs, and Eminem has his rap. Everyone loves Eminem.
Yeah.
But they're all different. You listen to Marshall Mathers, you're like, it's all right. I don't really care for it, but whatever. You listen to Eminem, you're like, I can headbang this shit.
Yeah.
You listen to Some Shady, and you're like, damn, this shit's crazy. Kill You, Superman, all this shit's just really raunchy. Beyonce. She has Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. And she's, in interviews, has said, when Sasha Fierce comes out, she says the things that I will never say.
Oh.
Why? And she says that it's like a different person takes over my body. And then there's...
It's alter ego.
yeah, and they say that multiple times. My alter ego. Do you have two personalities? Are you sick? Do you have schizophrenia? No. They sold their soul to the devil, and they let a demon come in, because if you believe in the Bible, the devil was
The angel of music.
Yes.
So he has that shit on
So
lock, right?
Yeah.
And that's the perfect way to get to everyone, because everyone loves music. There's not one person in this world that doesn't like music.
Yeah.
At all. No one. Everyone loves music.
So
So
that's a
what-
bold,
what's the
I
way
think-
to get to
say that's a
some-
bold statement, but yet one I cannot disagree with. I feel like everyone likes music. But anyways, what was your question?
I don't remember. I just asked it, but what's a good way to get to people?
Through music.
Through music.
Subliminal messaging.
I was listening to a video of this guy, and I don't know how true it is. It was on YouTube. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist," but you...
See, now that we're on YouTube, we became conspiracy theorists. As soon as the
Yes.
first YouTube video we put up, we immediately became conspiracy theorists. We're not. We just like listening to them and
I
sometimes
am
believing.
though. I'm a big time conspiracy theorist.
I need to keep a level ground.
I don't give a fuck. I don't believe everything I hear, but the more research I do in it, I'm gonna believe it if it's if they have facts and yeah. But
You listen to this guy on YouTube.
oh yeah, he was saying that he worked for the music industry that recorded the Eagles song, Hotel California. He said there's a lot that people don't understand about that song. He said they recorded it on the
disc.
what's it called?
Is it? It's not an 8-track.
No, it's not
It's
an
a
8-track.
fucking
I keep wanting to say clay, but
ventrilo.
not
Ventriloquist.
ventriloquist. No, but the black thing that you put in it.
Yeah, the fucking. It's a vitriologue,
Yeah, that thing.
I think.
So they said that they recorded on that. They took it underneath a church, satanic church, and they had witches put spells on the song itself. So when the song is played, and he says this is quotes from him. It puts spells on people that listen to it. The spell cannot be cast on Christians, but Christians can cast the spell.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
So say I sing the song,
Right.
and you're not a Christian, I can cast a spell on you. But listening to the song, it can't be cast on me. But I can cast it by singing it.
So what's the spell though?
No one knows. They're just spells, evil spells. There's one by ZZ Tops. I believe it's by ZZ Tops. I can't remember what song it is, but they put a spell on that one where people want to commit crimes and just do shit like that. Just commit crimes.
Yeah.
So when you listen to that song, you want to do
Hood rat shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hood rat shit with your hood rat friends.
Yeah. So there's spells being placed on these songs because music is Satan's work.
Yeah. And then you know what's fucked up about music is that you could say anything. And it's just a form of expression.
And you know what the fucked up thing about music is? You can have a message, but if you play it backwards, you have a totally different message.
Yeah.
Like the
Stairway to
staircase
Heaven.
Yes.
Stairway to Heaven.
And the Highway to Hell. It's backwards, it's Highway to Hell. Not Highway to Hell.
That's a real song.
Yeah, it is a real song. But if you play Stairway to Heaven backwards, it's something about worshipping Satan. But they say never play music backwards. Because that opens up gates.
Bro, speaking of gates, that brings me back to our first Sunday Funday when we talked about ghosts and shit and the Ouija board. Bro, in California, one of the clubs we went to is called Oddfellows. Bro, the first thing you see is a fucking satanic fucking... It's
I
a
can
fucking
imagine.
goat. Like, and then he's looking at you, right? And then the seats, there's 3 of them. And in each fucking booth, it's a fucking Ouija board. There's 2 Ouija boards in every booth. One facing this way and the other one facing that way. That way everyone could play. You know how fucked that is?
Well, you know how fucked Las Vegas is?
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Yeah. It has symbolism everywhere.
That whole place is just built on a fucking giant pentagram.
Pyramid. It has everything. For some reason, the Illuminati steer towards Egyptian beliefs.
Gods, man.
Yeah.
Everyone could be a god.
Dude, the Illuminati is so crazy to me. Clovis asked me the other day, don't do that. Please don't do
Bro, LeBron James.
Oh my
Every time he
god.
would shoot a 3, that's what I just did a while ago. You guys saw I shot the water bottle. Fucking did the 3 sixes.
Well, that's hard because everyone does that. You shoot a 3, you throw up a 3.
Yeah, a 3, but he does it
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 6, he does that shit 3 times. 6, 6, and then 6.
You know, I realized the other day, 3-6 Mafia.
3-6
Mafia. 3 6s. 3-6 Mafia.
What?
Yeah.
I just thought it was like 36.
No, it's 3 6s.
So then check out
3-6
this
Mafia.
conspiracy theory. I might cut this one up into like a bunch of them because like there's so much shit right now.
We've already been going for 47 minutes. This is a good Sunday Funday. I love it.
I am fucking stoked, but I'm also very scared that we're gonna get fucking helicopter
We're
rain.
good. We're
So-
good.
So what happened in fucking
Everyone,
Belen?
what we talk about, everyone knows.
Yeah.
This isn't
And it's
a
so
secret.
And it's so crazy that no one believes it.
Yeah.
The government's like, yeah. You know what's funny? No one's gonna believe you.
Because the funny thing is, we put it on all our movies.
Yeah, we did it to ourselves.
Yeah. We show you guys that we're real, but they're not going to believe you anyway. You're a fucking
Have you
crazy
heard of that?
person.
Have you heard of that fucking story? So the devil's down in hell, right? And he brings 3 of his minions back. He's like, how do we get them to be evil? How do we get them into hell? And one of them tells him, tell him God isn't real. He's like, no, that won't work. And the other one is like, show them their worst sins. So no, that won't work either. And the last one is, tell them you're not real. It's like, that's gonna work.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's the same thing.
Yeah. Because if the devil's not real, I can do whatever I want, and I'll never end up in hell.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yep.
You do this to me every time. Every time.
Anyways, what was it? What are we gonna talk about? What other theory?
What? This is a touchy subject because There's a lot of people that think it's real. I think it was a setup.
Are you gonna say 9/11?
No. Well, I think that was a setup also. But
Fuck.
that's a different subject. And that one's an extremely touchy subject.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas shooting.
Oh. Fuck.
What do you think about that? Honest. Do you think it was him?
I think it was a setup.
Okay.
I think it was a fucking setup by some sort of fucking gun control agency that wants us to fucking
Okay.
turn in our fucking weapons because of that. Like, what the fuck? Like, the situation that they explained that the cops had gone through. First of all, that dude had fucking military weaponry for up the fucking ass. He had fucking flash grenades. He was covered. Like, he could have taken everybody down. The cops, fucking everybody. But he shot himself in the end because he knew that if he got caught, there was information that was going to pull out of him. Or the cops were in on it too. It was an inside job. I don't fucking know.
You know what blows my mind about that is, one, in the concert, there's multiple people saying that there's people shooting inside the concert. That they saw shooters, multiple, inside the concert.
Too.
Two, where's the camera footage? He himself set up cameras outside his door. Where's that footage of him setting up those cameras? And why wasn't it set? Why wasn't it released?
Because the government has it. I forget what fucking thing it is, but it's the same reason the Kennedy shooting wasn't released until a couple years ago.
But that doesn't matter.
All that information goes out like to the public after a certain amount of years.
I think now, because it wasn't a president getting shot though.
I know,
it was a shooting. A mass shooting, yes. But there was no one important to where they have to hide it for a certain amount of time. There's so many skeptics saying that there's no way that only one man could do it. So prove to the world that it was only one man. Show us him taking up the bags to his room of the 30 guns he had in his room. Well, the 12 that they first started with, and then the 15, 17, and then 30 guns in his room. And then tell me why, and these are pictures, tell me why there is casings from the guns on top of his blood. Like if someone went in there and went like this with the bullet casings. Because if he would have shot and after killed himself, it would have been a totally different setup. And if he would have shot himself, the gun has recoil. As soon as you die, your body goes limp. The gun falls out of your hand. He shot himself. The pictures has the gun in his hand. It's not possible. It's not possible. Especially the gun that he had. As high powerful as that gun was, there's no way that he could have shot himself and his hand still held onto the gun. For it to drop, him fall down, drop, and it's still in his hand. But show me the footage. Release a little bit of the footage of him setting up the cameras. Show me the footage that there wasn't 2 people in his room. Because receipts showed that there was multiple people in his room.
Something about the reload time, right? I heard there was something about how the amount of time it took him to reload, even if it was a fast clip, was way too quick.
For it to only be one person. But there was, even on his receipts, getting the room. It wasn't just him. There's one more person in the room?
This is fucked.
Yeah. But what about that girl that was telling people, you're going to die tonight. You guys are going to die tonight. Going through the crowd. You're going to die tonight. And security taking her out and never being seen ever again.
That wasn't just a crazy coincidence?
No.
I could go through Las Vegas and just fucking say that.
And then,
every day.
And then a mass shooting's gonna happen?
Well, everyone's gonna die.
Yeah.
All them little babies gonna burn.
Don't say that. That movie creeps me out. Fucking.
Got him?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's actually a microphone. That's the smallest drone that the government's listening
It is.
to us.
Oh, fucking. These bugs aren't real. You don't.
Bugs don't just how do they even get in here?
How the fuck do bugs get in the room?
But yeah, I think there's another thing about that is the police story when it first happened is totally different than a few days after. I think that the government is either one getting sloppy because they figured they don't have to cover up as much because the general population will believe what they say.
Yeah.
Or two, people are actually questioning now what is going on. So people want to know what actually happened. Because things that they're putting out, they don't seem right. They're not connecting.
Did you know? This is just another subject because the government. It's all about money, and I don't think we're kind of like I don't think we're understanding that right now because we all like to believe that humans have the highest of moralities and no human could be that evil. Well, they can be. So guess what I heard the other day? I don't know what it was or where it was, but I'm like talking to this guy, and I was like, it's really nice that gas prices went down to $1.90 something. It was like really nice, for that time.
Yeah.
And the gas prices are going up again. And he tells me, you know why, right? I was like, no. I just thought it's because make America great again. This is what he tells me. He's like, you remember that reporter that went down to somewhere in the Middle East and they killed him? And I was like, no. He's like, exactly. You forgot or you didn't hear about it. But when America heard of that, we just turned away from it. We like the big people. The people who say that if you do that, that's immediate war.
Yeah.
Right? So I guess they just turned their head in exchange for gas.
Kardashians. Oh.
In exchange for gas prices to go down.
Yeah.
They were like, you know what? These guys are pretty cool.
We gotta get their minds off of this.
Yeah. These guys are pretty cool. Let's make them happy. Lower the gas prices.
Well, I feel like that's everything. Like I just said, Kardashians. Something big in the news happens with a celebrity. Kylie's pregnant with that dude's baby.
Yeah.
I think that's all just they're all puppets. I think they tell him something's happening and you need to do something. So that reporter died. You need to get pregnant with this rapper's baby because America cares more about you than they ever will about what's going on in the Middle East. So this dude dies.
So fucked up.
Right?
Yeah.
But guess what, everyone? Kylie's pregnant with what's his face? Tyga's baby. And everyone's like, what? She's cheating on so-and-so with Tyga and now she's pregnant? Who gives a fuck about this news reporter? I want to hear about Kylie Jenner.
Yeah. The news is gone to shit.
It's a distraction.
It is.
So, real quick.
Oh, hold on. Our camera's about to die again. Plus I need
So you talked about 9/11.
Right.
I'm just gonna touch on that slightly. I'm not gonna go into detail.
Just light work.
Because I can go into it.
Can I get a water real quick? Can I get my last one in before the last?
I don't want to start an argument. I don't want any of that or a friendly argument. So the reason why I think it's a conspiracy, other than multiple interviews that I've listened to. So I wasn't texting. I was looking this up to for the name
to set you up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's called Operation Northwood. It's an actual government idea. I think it was when, what's his name? It was one of the, was it Nixon? I think it was Nixon. But anyways, so Operation Northwoods, it was a.
Just the fucking monitor.
Oh, okay.
We've been going at it for a while.
Yeah, we have. So Operation Northwoods. So when we started having problems with Cuba, we had no reason to go to war with them. So there was this plane that was flying across the ocean. Well, America's plan was to shoot it down, kill everyone inside the plane, and blame it on Cuba so they can go to war with them.
Huh.
And the president that was president at the time, I don't know if it was Nixon or who it was, but they said no, we're not going to do that. That's not okay.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting assassinated. I don't know if that's why, but he ended up getting assassinated. They wanted to do that, to go to war with Cuba. Why would you think that, if that is a real thing, and it's a proven fact that that was a plan, why wouldn't they do that again now with a different president that was okay with going along with it, to go to war with someone else?
I see your train of thought. I see your logic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
if they were willing to do that back then with that.
Yeah.
Out in the open.
Yeah. So let's do it now. But secretive. So people think that it's a different country that bombed us.
Fuck.
Because
that's why you're thinking 9/11 was an inside job. That's so fucked.
And
this is so fucked.
There's so many interviews where people are like, there's multiple bombs. Firefighters, listen to firefighters, and like, no, there's bombs in there. Like I was inside of the building and we heard bombs going off after the plane.
That's fucking crazy.
And there's okay, I'm done with that. I was gonna talk. I was gonna touch on it softly, so that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
just Operation Northwoods. Look into it. If
there's
you
a lot more.
It.
There's so many. I want to talk about Obama. I want to talk about fucking
Bush,
Hillary, fucking
all of them.
I want to talk about Freemasons. I want to talk about George Washington. There's a lot we want to talk about, but I do need to pee, and I need to finish this water before midnight.
And we're already at an hour and 5 minutes.
So, thank you guys for coming to this fucking Sunday Funday.
We might have to just continue it to be continued to next Sunday Funday.
Yeah. Let me go pee real quick and we'll keep it going.
Okay, and we'll release it when I'm gone.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you guys for watching. To be continued. Like, share, subscribe.
All right. Thanks, guys. Let us know what you guys think. Woo! Later.